Welcome to the 2021 WYEP Singer-Songwriter Competition. I'm Liz Felix, and I'm the program director and host of the Evening Mix at 91.3 WYEP. Thanks for joining us. After last year's successful virtual competition, we decided to go hybrid this year. For the next 4 weeks, we'll bring you a new virtual round every Thursday at 3 p.m. 60 talented Pittsburgh area musicians will compete over the next month for a spot to perform at the live finale on September 18th in the Southside Works, where one lucky winner will be awarded the grand prize package that includes a fully produced audio track from Sean McDonald at Red Medicine Recording Studio, $500 cash, a photography session with Renee Rosensteel, a consultation session with Jeff Benton at Misra Records, an on-air Local 913 feature on WYEP, and performance opportunities as public health and safety allows. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow WYEP on social media to stay up to date on all this year's performers. We've once again reached out to our friends in the Pittsburgh music community to help us decide who will be going on to the finale. So let's go ahead and meet our judges for round one. Our first judge is none other than the host of WYEP's Morning Mix, Joey Spihar.
Hey, I'm Joey Spihar from the Morning Mix here at WYEP.
Our next judge was one of the top 3 finalists in last year's competition. It's Matt with 2 T's.
Hi, I'm Matt with 2 T's.
The third judge is the CEO and founder of Women Who Rock and the lead singer of Melinda and the Night Sky. It's Melinda Khaleesi. Our fourth judge is a columnist and book review editor for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette by day and a music aficionado by night. It's Tony Norman.
Hey there.
Huge thank you to our judges for lending us their time and talent to help us out with the competition. All right, let's get to round one. Our first performer is originally from around Penn State and now lives in Natrona Heights. His style of music is rock with influences of the Velvet Underground, Bob Dylan, David Bowie, and Lou Reed. Here is Brian Shields with In the Wake of It All, otherwise known as the Campfire Song.
In the wake of it all, we'll get through it, fight for peace and love to do it. Over the moon and under the sun, we're in the wake of the past until we are done. Pray for the future with all my might as we wade through the dark to get to the light. From all the past, what have we learned? If no one listens, then we all get burned. In the wake of it all, we'll get through it, fight for peace and love to do it. Over the moon and under the sun, we're in the wake of the past until we are done. No fans in the stands, but the players don't quit. They lace up their shoes and they play through it. I can't tell you if that's right or wrong. There's one life we share, and that's the point of the song. In the wake of it all, we'll get through it, fight for peace and love to do it. Over the moon and under the sun, we're in the wake of the past until we are done. In the wake of it all, we'll get through it, fight for peace and love to do it. Over the moon and under the sun, we're in the wake of the past until we are done. Yep.
Thank you, Brian Shields. Our next contestant is from Butler, PA, and works as a customer service representative. She says her biggest passion is music and is currently learning how to produce her own songs so that she can release them to SoundCloud. It's Sami Knox with her song Little Girl.
Your heart speaks a different language than your mind. You still have the time to work it out. Anyone could dream of your fantasies, but who will find the strength to carry out? Climb highest mountains and sail the seas, but even Captain Hook had his doubts. Ooh, even with the wind beneath your sails, time is frozen like a fairy tale, wondering where you can go from here. Darling, if you can't find the magic in your veins, dig a little deeper. You can start a fire with one ember. Ooh, it don't take no fairy dust. All it takes is love and trust. Ooh, darling, please just take it slow, so you don't lose that youthful glow. Little girl. Let you grow and old become such a sin. Without the years, how can you learn to love yourself again? Peter Pan chose to not accept his fate, but ignorance is bliss only if you can't handle the risk. Ooh, it don't take no fairy dust. All it takes is love and trust. Ooh, darling, please just take it slow, so you don't lose your youthful glow. Little girl. Little girl, get out of your head. You fed those lies, now put them to bed. Like last boys, only freedom ahead. Oh, little girl, get out of your mind right now. No more demons to fight, so you can relax for the night. Little girl, get out of your head. We fed these lies, now put them to bed. Like last boys, only freedom ahead. Little girl, get out of your mind. Right now there's no more demons to fight, so you can relax for the night. Little girl. Your heart speaks a different language than your mind. You still have the time to work it out.
That was Little Girl by Sami Knox. Next up is Hannah Standiford. Originally from Richmond, Virginia, she came to Pittsburgh 3 years ago to start in a graduate program for ethnomusicology. Here she is with Still.
myself, but I'm somehow surprised. I'm somehow surprised. It's actually all rather simple. Just take your clothes off and get in. But every day I'm learning that being naked is a sin. Salt in the wound, but that's what makes it heal. Still wide open, how else would I feel? How else would I feel? I found I get caught up when I thought I'd bake a life. Found myself a little low to get off myself, but I'm somehow surprised. I'm somehow surprised. It's actually all rather simple. Just take your clothes off and get in. But every day I'm learning that being naked is a sin.
That was Hannah Standiford with Still. Moving right along, we have Tom Paul, a former WYEP Local Artist of the Month in September of 2019. He's now retired from the working world and has lots of time to devote to his real love, music. Here is Tom Paul with Along Your Way.
Flying out the door, not a cloud in the sky, kiss your mama goodbye. Bopping down the street to the big city sounds with your ear to the ground. It's such a bright new world. You were just a little girl, but how you grown. Oh, stop and read the sign. Keep an open mind to the cooks you find along your way. Along your way. Talking to a friend, you nod to a cop out in front of a shop, starting to unbend. You're young and alive, then you're leaving the hive. In a perfect world, you would stay a little girl, but now you've grown. Oh, stop and read the sign. Keep an open mind to the freaks you find along your way. Along your way. What's that circle in your head when you're lying in your bed and you're still half awake? It's my favorite trail of love. May it hold you like a glove. Go ahead and make mistakes. Make brilliant mistakes along your way. Along your way. Flying out the door, not a cloud in the sky, kiss your papa goodbye. Bopping down the street to to the big city sounds with your ear to the ground.
It's the 2021 WYEP Singer-Songwriter Competition, and that was Tom Paul with Along Your Way. Before we get into our next performance, I want to remind you that today's competition and everything we do at WYEP is made possible with member support. You can join today and keep the music playing on WYEP at wyep.org. Our next contestant is an engineer by trade and comes to us from Irwin, PA, and his name is Jim O'Brien. Here he is with Your Always.
Broken pain now brings no shelter to the pouring rain outside, and you sit now staring blankly. You're only wondering why. How do people make it through this in a world that grants no shelter or disguise? And all these thoughts shatter your senses as a cold tear fills your eye. Then it's running down your cheek. When you look up in surprise, I promise that's where I'll be standing to catch your tears. I'll never leave your side. I'll be your always, your forever. I'll be your sunlight through the stormy weather. I'll be that place that you can always go when nowhere feels like home. I'll be the distance to your horizons, and I'll be the truth you live through all the lies, and I'll be that place that you can always go when nowhere feels like home. And even when it's all surmounting to a hollow empty shell, and even when you've lost your hope, I promise this, if nothing else, I will catch you when you're falling, hold you till you're standing where you fell. I'll be your always, your forever. I'll be your sunlight through the stormy weather. I'll be that place that you can always go when nowhere feels like home. I'll be the distance to your horizons, and I'll be the truth you live through all the lies, and I'll be that place that you can always go when nowhere feels like home. I'll be your always, your forever. I'll be your sunlight through the stormy weather. I'll be that place that you can always go when nowhere feels like home. I'll be the distance to your horizons, and I'll be the truth all the lies, and I'll be that place that you can always go when nowhere feels like home.
Jim O'Brien with Your Always. The next contestant in the 2021 WYEP Singer-Songwriter Competition works as an in-house counsel for a Pittsburgh-based corporation and has been writing songs and playing live shows around town. both with the band This Side of Eve and as a solo artist, off and on for about 20 years. His name is Bill Adams, and here's his song, Just Another Day.
Just sit down and listen to me. You know me so well, you can see right through me. At least that's what you always have said. We'll lift a glass, drink it down, celebrate your last night in town before you leave me and my aching head. Don't be surprised if my eyes tell you lies. You won't find a better way. Don't look back when you're heading on down the track. Just remember what I say. Tomorrow's just another day. Telling jokes, drinking beer, wondering what you're still doing here. Always leave them wanting more. Still can't believe we never kissed. Now I'll never know what I missed when the morning comes and you're walking out that door. Don't be surprised if my eyes tell you lies. You won't find a better way. Don't look back when you're heading on down the track. Just remember what I say. Tomorrow's just another day. Nothing I can do to make you stay. So don't be surprised if my eyes tell you lies. You won't find a better way. Don't look back when you're heading on down the track. Just remember what I say. Just another day.
That was Bill Adams with Just Another Day. Next up, we have Elliot Pullen from Wilkinsburg, who spends most of his time either exploring the woods or playing music. This is Elliot Pullen with Funeral for Fear.
There are things that I regret, but nothing that can't be sung over 6 strings, 12 frets. 'Cause every inch of love that we ever had is stuck inside a suitcase and little plastic bag. 'Cause I will die on the lonesome highway. You can stare down from the mountaintop so high. Burn my beat down body with the fire in your eye. 'Cause I will die, I will die, I will die. I made love to the sun on a dark night on the run. I kissed the moon. On the tide, on a sea-bound ship sailing on a river that had dried. And now the rain has stopped for a little while as the sky opens like the eyes of a child, and it'll soon be done. Because nothing lasts forever. The wheel is spun, the clouds unparted, and every tie is severed. I will die on the lonesome highway. You can stare down from the mountaintop so high. Burn my beat down body with the fire in your eye. 'Cause I will die, I will die, I will die. Hurry to the warmth of the burning fire. Throw your troubles and your woes onto the pyre. Pull out the thorns of the bride. Come to bed, let's retire and hear the voices of the choir. Stare down the stars, imprint them in your mind. As the dark light washes over, let us shine. Only once we die will we feel true warmth as we stare together out onto that light in the north. 'Cause I will die on the lonesome highway. You can stare down from the mountaintop so high. Burn my beat down body with the I will die, I will die. 'Cause I will die, I will die, I will die, I will die. I will die, I will die, I will die, I'll die, I'll die. 'Cause I will die, I will die, I will die. I will die, I will die, I will die.
Thank you, Elliot. Joe Miller is our next contestant. He is a former math teacher from outside of State College. Joe went back to school a couple years ago to study data science, but then COVID hit. He was able to write some tunes during the lockdown. This next one is his favorite. Here's Joe Miller with his song, COVID Baby.
Let's have a COVID baby. Let's have a little fun drum. Let's shine a light in the darkness at night and dance in the morning when she comes. Let's spend a lot of money. Let's take a trip to France. Let's close our eyes and fall into a dream and walk when we should have been run. Let's have a COVID baby. Let's have a little fun drum. Let's shine a light in the darkness at night and dance in the morning when she comes. Well, let's tell a different story. Let's hop a train for glory. Let's fly away and promise to be true and wade in the waters of the deep blue. Let's have a COVID baby. Let's have a little fun drum. Let's shine a light in the darkness at night and dance in the morning when she comes. Well, let's start a little trouble. Let's make a lot of peace. Let's hold our hands and rub each other's feet. And babe, when you look, hope you see me. Let's have a COVID baby. Let's have a little fun drum. Let's shine a light in the darkness at night and dance in the morning when she comes.
That is COVID Baby by Joe Miller. We're halfway through this first round of the 2021 WYEP Singer-Songwriter competition. Our next contestant grew up near Murraysville and enjoys farming. In fact, she did some organic farming out in California at the beginning of the year. Her name is Hannah Phillips, and this is her song, Everything is Nothing.
From a place of loving kindness is everything. It's everywhere. Open your senses to the present and in stillness you'll find that the changes surrounding are everything and nothing. Everything is nothing, nothing, nothing. Feelings flow, nothing's constant, nothing knows for certain, but the flow is constantly changing in heights and widths, dimensional measurements, unlimited and undefined by our little minds. The flow is beyond comprehension. It's not one thing, it's everything. Fills the spaces in between the lines we cannot see in space and time. With everything and nothing, 'cause everything is nothing, 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 nothing. It's not just one thing, it's everything. Everything is nothing, 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 nothing. Everything is everything.
Everything is Nothing by Hannah Phillips. Thank you, Hannah. The next contestant has lived in Pittsburgh her whole life and loves it here. She's currently getting her Master's of Public Health and Epidemiology at the University of Pittsburgh. Her name is Lauren Gibbs, and here she is with How You Used to Love Me.
My hands are tied, you know I couldn't stay much longer. 'Cause I don't like to cry, I always feel like I'm much stronger when I don't need to. When I don't need you. 'Cause I sit by the phone, but I know you won't be calling. 'Cause I wanted a love, or maybe I could still be falling. But that ended long ago, and we both know it. But say we don't, 'cause it hurts me, remembering how you used to love me. Oh, it hurts me, remembering how we used to be. 'Cause you're the ghost of someone I once loved, someone I thought could be the one. Now that seems like a distant memory. So what am I supposed to do if I'm still in love with you? You listen to me talk, but you never say a word. So I'll start a fight, 'cause maybe then I'll be heard. This game we're playing, I'm always losing. Any hope I had, this is ruining. Now you live in your head, I guess a thought of me happy doesn't really seem like you. Doesn't really seem like you care, that's how it feels. The only thing that's felt real as of lately. 'Cause it hurts me remembering how you used to love me. Oh, it hurts me remembering how we used to be. 'Cause you're the ghost of someone I once loved, someone I thought could be the one. Now that feels like a distant memory. So what am I supposed to do if I'm still in love with you? 'Cause that's pointless in the scheme of things. I'm dreaming dreams you'll never dream. I know this is the end, but I can't say goodbye. And that's a bitter pill for me to swallow. I loved you so much, and now I feel hollow without you by my side. 'Cause it hurts me remembering how you used to love me. Oh, it hurts me remembering how we used to be. 'Cause you're the ghost of someone I once loved, someone I thought could be the one. Now that feels like a distant memory. So what am I supposed to do if I'm still in love with you, or who you used to be?
That was Lauren Gibbs and How You Used to Love Me in the 2021 WYEP Singer-Songwriter competition. Our next performer would spend hours recording songs on cassette tapes and then give them to her neighbors. She continued to write and play on her own until she joined a band in college called Awkward Friend Dave. This is Cara Martin with Get By. Thank you, Cara. Next up, we have Thomas Byrd, a real estate professional from the South Side, with his song Jumped Right In.
Well, the weekend's here and there's no alarm, so we all drove out to my uncle's farm to raise a little hell and just get out of here. Took her out on the quads, caught a couple fish. Let it all hang out and try a hit of this. The keg is cold and yes, I'll have another beer. Me and you in a tank top, jumped right in cause it's so hot. Streak of blonde running through your hair. Music's loud and the beer's light, and time flew past us that night. And how I wish we were right back there. A little past midnight and nobody's tired, so throw another log on the fire. And just this once, maybe I'll take a shot. Cause everybody's here and I might as well. And I got a few more stories to tell. So fill up the whiskey and I hope that's not all you got. Me and you in a tank top, jumped right in cause it's so hot. Streak of blonde running through your hair. Music's loud and the beer's light, and time flew past us that night. And how I wish we were right back there. We woke up hungover, but it wasn't bad. Thinking about all the fun we had. And you next to me, well that sure didn't hurt. But it's noon already, maybe we should stay and make this party last another day. Let me make one call and I'll get out of work. Me and you in a tank top, jumped right in cause it's so hot. Streak of blonde running through your hair. Music's loud and the beer's light, and time flew past us that night. How I wish we were right back there.
That was Thomas Byrd with Jumped Right In. Next we have Gary Branscum. Born on the South Side, Gary has done much living since then and has worked in numerous fields from sales to landscaping to working as a server. Here is Gary Branscum with Toxic Masculinity.
Simply
That was Gary Branscum with Toxic Masculinity. And we're down to our final two contestants in this first round of the 2021 WYEP Singer-Songwriter competition. Our next performer is no stranger to WYEP. Sloane Simon is a National Young Arts Foundation award-winning musician that has previously competed in this competition and was part of WYEP's Reimagination Teen Recording Project. Most recently, Sloane was a contestant on Season 4 of American Idol. This is Sloane Simon with It Is What It Is.
Fixing races in a victimless crime, stealing horses on another man's time. Cyborgs in my ideal line. You know life can be unkind. Sometimes these are the ties that bind. Sad eyes shine with a good partner in crime. Steady and swift, your hand in mine. It is what it is. The rift of the grip. Sometimes you have to find someone to steal horses with. It is what it is. It is what it is. You won't see me with my hands up high, not afraid to ride or die. Never claimed to be brave, just stubborn and stuck in my own ways. Sometimes these are the ties that bind. Sad eyes shine with a good partner in crime. Thick as thieves, your hand in mine. It is what it is. The rift of the grip. Sometimes you have to find someone to steal horses with. It is what it is. It is what it is. Guiding logs with an endless sky. It's nothing like love built on grind. Thick as thieves, your hand in mine. Riding logs with an endless sky. A good man is hard to find. Steady and swift, your hand in mine. It is what it is. The rift of the grip, you have to find someone to steal horses with. It is what it is. It is what it is. The rift of the grip, you have to find someone to steal horses with. It is what it is. Oh, it is what it is.
Thanks, Sloane. Before we get to our last contestant in round one, I want to remind you that this competition and everything we do at WYEP is made possible with listener support. We are a member-supported public radio station, and if you'd like to help keep the music playing on WYEP, you can donate in the link below in the description box. And thank you for your support. Our last contestant in round one is a science teacher originally from Front Royal, Virginia. She loves music of all styles, but is most influenced by country music and Taylor Swift. This is Jessica Duke with 6 Feet Under.
Driving down the interstate, going 95. Never would have thought this would be my life, but here I am again. I can't seem to get it right. My troubles follow me everywhere I pushing up daisies, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm king of the graveyard, but I'm not resting in peace, no. All my demons are crazy, they hate me, so I don't get no sleep. I'm just 6 feet under. Here I lie with my dancing fears, talking to my coffin, trapped down here, cave, trying to climb out a long while ago. I keep to myself as best I can with demons like mine. Who needs a friend? I found rhythm and roots here in my life below. I'm 6 feet under, buried in despair. Wish I was pushing up daisies, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm king of the graveyard, but I'm not resting in peace, no. All my demons are crazy, they hate me, so I don't get no sleep. I'm just 6 feet under. Don't speak ill of the dead, they say, but what if the dead dog their own grave gave up trying, he lost all hope? It's just that hoping so hard, I kept breaking my heart. There's only so many times I can ruin a fresh start, but don't pity me, just read my eulogy and go, 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 go. I'm 6 feet under, buried in despair. Wish I was pushing up daisies, but I'm lazy, so I won't go nowhere. I'm king of the graveyard, but I'm not resting in peace. All my demons are crazy, they hate me, so I don't get no sleep. I'm just 6 feet under. I'm 6 feet under. I'm 6 feet under.
So, we've seen some incredibly talented performers today, and we thank everyone for their submissions. Before we get to the judges' selections for this round, I would like to remind everyone about the audience choice vote. Those contestants who are not selected by the judges to move on to the finale will still have a chance to get there via an audience choice vote. Please visit wyep.org/singer-songwriter to vote. Voting for this round ends Wednesday, August 18th at 5 p.m., and the winner will be announced on WYEP's Morning Mix on Thursday, August 19th. And now, let's get to the finalists. The first contestant moving on to the finale on September 18th is Lauren Gibbs.
Cause you're the ghost of someone I once loved, someone I thought could be the one. Now that feels like a distant memory.
Congrats, Lauren. We will get to our next contestant, but I'd also like to say a huge thanks to Sean McDonald at Red Medicine Recording Studio for providing a fully produced track for this year's grand prize winner. We also want to thank Renee Rosensteel for donating a photography session and Jeff Betton of Misra Records for donating a consultation session. Thank you all for your support. The next contestant moving on to the finale is Jessica Duke.
I'm 6 feet under, buried in despair. Wish I was pushing up daisies, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going anywhere.
Congrats, Jessica. Before we announce our last round one finalist, I want to once again thank our judges. Joey Spihar, 91.3 WYEP's Morning Mix host, 2020 WYEP Singer-Songwriter Competition finalist Matt with 2 T's, CEO, founder of Women Who Rock, Melinda Kolese, and Pittsburgh Post-Gazette's Tony Norman. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for participating in this year's singer-songwriter competition. There were so many great songs to enjoy, and we really liked yours. So please don't give up if you didn't move on to the next round. Can't wait to hear what you come up with next.
And now, the last contestant moving on to the finale on September 18th is Hannah Standiford. Congrats to Hannah and all of the finalists. Remember, if you were not selected, you still have a chance to get to the finale by way of the audience choice vote. Tell your friends, your loved ones, and all of your neighbors to go to wyep.org/singer-songwriter to vote. That wraps up round 1 of the 2021 WYEP Singer-Songwriter competition. We'll be back here again next week for round 2 with a whole new lineup of talented musicians and judges. I'm 91.3 WYEP's Evening Mix host Liz Felix, and we'll see you then.